It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Eagles and the Commanders, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare and prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Yeah, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that is called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Second down and 8. Play action. Here's Daniels. That's to the rookie, second-round pick, Ben Sinnott. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Commanders first down. To throw is Daniels. That's into the hands of Zacchaeus. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's to the third-round pick, Luke McCaffrey. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Robinson. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Kazir White. Past the 40. To the 20. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, They showed last week, and going forward, he's going to be a hard team to beat.
Another one from the 5, second down and goal. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here comes the number 2 overall pick, Jaden Daniels, with the rest of the Commanders' offense. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On 2nd down, Barkley. He'll push forward for about a yard. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop. 3rd down, 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the 1st half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Hurts. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught.
And he's in! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Returning is Igbenogany. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with first and 10.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
On second down, it's Daniels. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Daniels now on first down. That's complete. It's Jamison Crowder. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. To the air again is Daniels. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Throwing again, Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here's Tress Way now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. As we get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, he sets the pace here as we get to the latter stages of the season. Hurts looking to throw on first down. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. We'll try again here. Second and 10. Now Hurts. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end Goddard. Now Hurts going to hustle him up to the line. Now he'll run. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble. First and 10 now from the 36. Hurts now. He'll take off again.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
On second down, Hurts. There he goes again. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
On first down, it's Hurts. He'll run again. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Returning is Igbenogany. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's first and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll kick things off in the NFC when the Giants have traveled down south to take on Atlanta. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Drake London, a touchdown reception. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Jared Goff has a touchdown pass to his favorite target, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Ray Davis, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. And he is the NFL leading rusher here in the month of December. A strong finish in the final stretch could earn him the crown. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Cleveland Ferrell able to make the stop. Hurts working in the pistol. Now he takes off.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
That's taken in by Dotson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to be taken down.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. Powering forward. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the 1st half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 2. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Commanders' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Let's go now. Go. They'll try and run for the 1st with Eckler. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Come on.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Now he'll run it.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
That'll be taken in by Barkley. And the Eagles are going to be set up. First and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Here now, second down and goal. It's the quarterback with a sneak, and he's into the end zone yet again. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. We've seen Jalen Hurts do this once before on the biggest stage in Super Bowl 57. He has equaled his total from that contest with his third rushing touchdown of this ball game. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Ready.
Throwing now, Daniels. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Van Sinnen was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback. And I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. He's got space inside the 25. And he will score again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Returning is Igbenogany. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to get back to work. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, set.
Here's Daniels. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Let's go. Alert. Alert. Let's go.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He'll get that to Zacchaeus. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Daniels gonna throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Now Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Slice extra point, up and good. And the Commanders cut into the lead a little bit. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Tight end going in motion here. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December as they continue to be the #1 team in all of football. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.